Hi, friend. So, I've been thinking about how to spice up my reading routine, and I came up with this TBR spread for my reading journal. And yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Michaela, but you can call me Mac. On this channel, we dive into the wonderful world of books, and I create journal spreads based on the books that I read. So, if you enjoy bookish content and creative journaling, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of the future adventures that we have here. Okay, so let's talk about this spread. I'm slightly embarrassed to say that I started out this year with almost 300 books on my digital TBR. I use Storygraph and Goodreads to track books that I'm reading, books that I want to read, and books that I've already read. And I think I started out this year with 292 books on that list. I made a vow with myself last year that I never want to have more than 300 books on my TBR at a time. But honestly, that is still a lot of books. So, my goal for this year is to chip away at that number. We are currently at 286, and I've read 12 books so far this year. So, if you do the math, that means that I've added 6 books to my TBR, even though I'm supposed to be trying to lower that number. I just love adding books to my to be read list. It's kind of a problem, honestly. I get recommendations in the comments. I like watching other booktubers. I love getting recommendations from Bookstagram. Honestly, I will forever say adding books to a TBR and reading said books are two separate hobbies, and I love doing both. So for this idea, I printed out several titles of books. I don't even know how many books was on this list. And I cut them into small sheets of paper. And I have 4 different envelopes here that's going to be 4 different category of books. So the first envelope that I have is just TBR in general. These are just random books that I've selected either because they've been on my list for a long time or they just stood out as books that I really am interested in reading soon. The second envelope is for series, and it's going to hold all of the books of series I've either started and just haven't stopped, or series that I want to start. Can you believe there are some series in here where I've read all of the books except for one? And I'm just like, why didn't I read that last book? Or there's series in here that I've started the first book and I just didn't read the others. I didn't read the other ones. I don't know. There also are series in here like Shadow and Bone, for example. I have not even started this at all. I don't really know what the holdup is because I absolutely loved Six of Crows and Cricket Kingdom, and I've been wanting to start Shadow and Bone, but I just haven't. I don't know. So that is what the second envelope is going to be for. And the third envelope is for books that I've started. Again, this is very embarrassing to say, but according to Goodreads, I'm currently reading 43 books, and that is not true. That's absolutely not true. It's honestly, okay, hold on. I need to go through and actually clean up some of these books, either put them back on my TBR because I don't even remember what the story was about at this point, or I need to just DNF, and that is so hard for me to do. That's extremely hard for me to do. But yeah, according to Goodreads, I have 43 books that I started. So I took the ones that I'm actually interested in reading, and I printed those out to be placed in this envelope here. So I can just finish those books. Just wild. Some books I'm on page 20, some books I'm on page 100. It's kind of insane. And for the last envelope, this is where I need your help, friend. I'm leaving this blank for now because I was gonna do recommendations, but if I'm being honest, the books on my list, majority of them come from recommendations. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure how I should do this one. I also thought of maybe writing down all of the books that I own and then putting them in this envelope. But I do already have a bookshelf spread in my journal, and I don't really have that many books that I own that I haven't read. So I don't know if it's worth making that. I don't know. So, yes, friend, let me know what you think I should do with this blank envelope. I welcome all of your opinions. For the design on the envelope, I really like those simple, minimalistic line drawings. So I found 4 references of girlies reading and I just drew them out on the envelopes. Because I'm such a mood reading girly, I struggle with TBR sometimes, but there are times when I'm just like, dang, I have no idea what I want to read right now. So the fact that I now have a place where I can come and just pull out a slip of paper at random and read whatever book I pull out, I'm excited. Because I'm thinking about doing these polls either at the end of the month or just randomly when I'm wanting a book, I will probably show them on my Instagram stories. So be sure to follow me over there. You can find me at cat_in_Mac. I also would love to see how other people are using their reading journals and what kind of spreads they have. So if you have anything to share, I would love to see it, friend. And of course, I would love to connect and talk all things books. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see my February reading wrap up and how those spreads turned out, which I would argue one of those spreads is probably the weirdest, most interesting, most creative spreads I've ever made, I will put that video right here on the left-hand side of the screen and I will see you over there. Thanks so much for watching, friend. Bye.